Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book, and
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
He's proud of it.
Hold on, let me turn it on.
Hello.
Hello.
Is everybody muted? Am I muted? Is this thing on?
Yeah, I'm muted on my end, so I will share it.
I know, right?
I'll share it with everybody, and everybody's gonna love it.
Oh, perfect.
It's gonna be huge.
Oh my God. This was just announced yesterday. We're reliving 2020. This is really happening.
Yep.
Okay.
Dude, this is all your fault, liberals. I gotta say, you should have just voted for him so you'd be over with it by now. This is your fault. I just want to say this is your fault. It's gonna be great for me, but it's not gonna be great for you.
We're redoing 2020.
Like we're redoing it. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be huge.
Why are we still here? Good morning, Marie. It's like the song that never ends, right? What was that? The Sherry Lewis song?
We
Lamb
never
Chop?
wanted to end. Lamb chop. We all love lamb chop.
Well, you've got plenty of material because you do a great Trump. So
I probably have the worst Trump.
Well-
It's such a lazy impression, but people like it for some reason.
It's like the new Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
That used to be like the hackiest impression, and now it's
they made a TV commercial for it at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and like they said, you're not really Asian if you don't do a Christopher Walken impression.
Is that what they say?
Yeah,
that is a great video on YouTube. Just Asians doing.
I have not
Christopher
seen
Walken.
it.
It's very funny.
I'm clearly late to the party on that.
Yeah, but no, like that was like the hackiest thing, and now just everyone has a Trump impression. It is
Yeah.
of the easier.
Yep.
yeah, because he's there like all the time. It's like sound clips of course they're gonna do impressions of it.
What's up, Thanos? Eva, Lori, thanks for joining us this morning on the show. I've got AJ Haypenny and Josh Adams. It is almost the name day of AJ.
We all love Thanos. He has the sandwich ever, just like that. Half his patrons are gone.
If I'm,
They go bye-bye.
if I'm honest, Biden's easier.
Oh.
Yeah. Biden's
We're not going to be
easier.
then today. We're just talking
because
pure
Josh,
comedy standpoints.
because Josh fell down the stairs earlier.
Oh.
and then Josh was smelling my hair. So
What?
that was his Biden impression.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be a day.
It smells like shit.
Well-
just like you'd guess.
Oh, first swear of the day. as
There
my
you go,
as
it's
my
out there.
dad
We
would
got
say.
we got to get it out there.
I was gonna type. This is not a family show, but this
But I said no.
it depends on your family. And AJ said absolutely not. Bring them all for this ringside.
This is not the first time we've done this. You
No.
invited us back.
I
This
know.
is your fault.
You're right.
And not enough of you out there complained about the stuff that I say.
I'm not learning
So-
my lessons here. Apparently, it's all good. So yeah, we're redoing 2020. Did you watch the Oscars? By the way, any part of that? What is your stance on Kimmel?
No, I don't watch liberal media, so of course I'm not. No, I'm kidding. Kimmel was fine. It was just really hack.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
Because like if this was like 2005 and he made those jokes, like it was slid a lot better. It's less about being offensive and more about hackiness. Like, oh, Robert Downey Jr., you're on drugs. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, you thought it was lazy.
I thought it was, as Deadpool would say, well, that's just lazy writing.
Well, he's Filipino, so he didn't watch out of solidarity with Joe Coy.
Okay. Poor Joe Coy.
He's like,
Slayed.
no matter how well Jimmy Kimmel does, I'm just gonna tear Jimmy Kimmel apart.
A lot of
Just
his jokes
for
were
Joe
good.
Coy.
Like a lot of them were good. You could have left. I wish there was like one of his writers said like, huh, This joke is not good. We should just leave this one behind.
I was hoping he was going to do Karl Malone.
Because Stephanie looks confused on the Man Show.
Yep, I
Jimmy Kimmel-
remember.
Yep. And then
Trampolines and beer and
Kimmel and blackface.
Yep.
Like a lot.
Wow.
in
lot
very
of
much
it.
poor taste.
Dude.
What's up, Mark, Christine, Joe? You got a story about Robert Downey Jr. for you? I'm sure you do. I'm sure many people have the highest of kites. I can only imagine. Please, I want to know about it. What's up, John? Joe Coy equals flesh-eating disease on. Oh, yeah.
I was just like, first of all, as a fellow Asian, I have to defend Joe Coy to the death. and like
I like him. He just did a bad job that day. And not a great day.
It was his first time.
Yeah.
And on short notice.
And
Yeah.
on very short notice, because they found that Kevin Hart said a thing, and so it's like, well, who's another comedian that we can hire very last
Right.
minute? I think that he did the best that he could for his first one, but like, I have to defend my tribe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, number two is Asians for my tribe. Number one is comedians. I have to defend that.
And there's that.
Yeah, because not every single joke is gonna land. Even the best special, which like Dave Chappelle, a lot of his specials are great, but then there's always like that one that's like, ugh, lazy. But then compared to like him, who's the GOAT, there's always gonna be like one or two like out of any set that's just gonna be like, ugh. But that's what we have to deal with in order to get to the great jokes.
Yeah. You got to work through that. He didn't really have a chance.
No. Dude,
It's an award show. I feel like
yeah.
you're just going to get award show stuff, which is fluff, and it doesn't give you time to develop anything.
This is very true. And Seth MacFarlane described it as like a Star Trek, the test of the Hiroshima Maru. Is that what's called, Josh? Where like the beginning, Captain Kirk has to take this test that like is you're gonna fail.
Yeah.
It's
just how you fail.
Yeah, it's just how you fail.
We want to see how your mind works while you're failing.
If you've seen the original show or even like the 2009 movie, it's the same test that like you have to take and like, okay, but how do you take this failure?
You're right.
Because you're gonna fail, but how bad are you gonna fail?
That's basically stand up.
There you go. You cracked the code. It is what it is.
Yep.
You are gonna fail.
So you got a big show. You're not going to fail. That's tomorrow. Pi Day and the day of AJ are the same day.
That's right. Praise be to Pi.
That's a whole circle. It's a whole thing for you.
It's a whole circle, maybe a piece. Of the
Yes,
circle.
just a slice of AJ tomorrow night.
Yeah, maybe like 3.14 and infinity. But other than that,
What's going to happen? Who do we got?
oh, we got a kick-ass show. We just added the hilarious Annie Powell, who I believe she was doing voices on Archer.
Yeah, I was like, how'd you get her? All of a sudden, I saw her in the lineup. I was like, smooth, nice.
Yeah. Dude, freaking Annie Powell is on the show.
That's very cool.
Before she goes back to LA for a little bit and does some voiceover work. So you could see her. It's just like, wow, I recognize that voice.
I just want to close my eyes and listen to her talk.
Annie has a great voice. And she's hilarious to work with. And one of the hardest acts to follow. Like I've had plenty of comedians tell me that too.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh crap, I gotta follow Annie.
Do you have any good new material you're gonna roll out tomorrow? You've been saving up, storing.
Yes, I have something just like a wedding, something new, so something old, something borrowed, and it's all Josh's material.
Oh, perfect.
I'm gonna be up there, just like, guys, I'm Jewish. Like that's gonna be the whole thing, and I'm gonna use his girlfriend's name as my fake girlfriend too.
What? That's fine.
You know, he uses my material. Maybe he gets a laugh for once.
Well, it'll be the only time your material gets laughs.
This is a tough table to be at right now. These two just throw barbs at each other all day long, and it's just like watching a tennis match. I enjoy it.
No, Josh, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna Mencia you. You know that.
No, I know, but I am going to eviscerate you before you get up. So.
Dude, Josh wanted to follow me on my own birthday show. He asked me this yesterday. I said no. Absolutely not.
Well, this is
How's the lineup going to run then?
Dude,
like
we
making himself headline his own birthday show.
It's
Dude,
me. It's all about me.
When have I ever headlined like any of my own ticketed shows? This is the first one in 10 years that I am.
Well, I mean, I feel like if you're working on your birthday, I worked on my birthday and my friend Rob mocked me the entire night. I did the same for his birthday when he was also working on his birthday. I feel like you just have to embrace it.
Yeah, you do have to embrace it. And then last year, did we sell out the birthday show or were we like a little bit short, Josh?
We were right at capacity.
Yeah. I think like with walk-ins, because there was like probably like 5 or 6 walk-ins, we were like right at capacity.
Were you at Knock last year?
Yes.
It is such a great place to see a show.
Was Rodney headlining?
No, it was Rodney was on the show. Rodney Norman stopped by and did a set. So we were like, hell yeah.
He's super funny.
Oh, Rodney's great.
Yeah.
Dan Bolger closed out that night and he was not happy following me because there was one lady in the front. I don't know if you remember this, Josh.
Yeah.
I confused them for a couple, but they were actually like mom and son. And that was my whole set, was just talking to them.
Yeah,
that sounds kind of fun.
I do remember Dan. He's like, yeah, this is great going up after AJ. Everybody's here for him. This is his birthday. All the good laughs are
You know, sometimes your crowd work is on fire, though, AJ. You just get on a rip and you just go.
I try to stick to material, but then since I stopped taking Adderall after the pandemic,
all right,
there's just so much stuff that's around that I have to point like, you look like a thing. And
well, there was just a study about if you take Adderall, they're called your study drugs, if you will, and you don't have ADHD, you're priming your brain for drug abuse and alcohol abuse. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because I do have
you actually do have ADHD.
No,
so
just ADD because I grew up and I was diagnosed in the 90s. So back then nobody really had ADHD. I have the original ADD.
That's all right, perfect.
I'm the OG. To me, ADHD fake. Everybody knows it.
Dorian said AJ's crowd work is top tier. What's up, Lou and Junior? Thanks for joining us this morning.
Dorian's sucking up for fucking stage time.
Is it right? Do I get a little longer?
well, Dorian, we put on a couple shows in June, and he's helping out. He's doing Red Nun with us.
Oh, nice.
And then he's really coming along. He needs to ease up on the abortion jokes, but other than that, like Dorian's coming along pretty good.
Now I gotta go. Now I gotta watch it. I don't know how we make that funny, but I'm down to see.
So we were ripping on Dorian at Aquatic. His set was good, but it's just like, you're not a black belt yet. Don't try doing spin kicks to the face.
Tyler wants to know what your birthday cake is gonna be.
Well, I'm gonna find out tomorrow, Tyler, and I'll see you there at the show, I assume.
Oh, is this going to be an unveiling? Are you popping out of a cake? There's not all that much room.
I'm not going to
nice
pop out of my own cake.
Space at Knockabout.
If anything, Josh is going to pop out of the cake.
Getting him a fruit cake seems appropriate.
It's so perfect.
Dude, I like the name of the cake, just not the actual cake. A fruit cake.
Oh, this is disappointing.
What? So many places you could have gone with that. So many.
Oh yeah, for Tyler's birthday. He's a fellow comic of ours. This was after House of Hatchets. Shout out to Cliff, by the way.
I know, I just saw him yesterday. We're going to be doing some giveaways. More hatchets coming your way, everybody.
Dude, we love Cliff.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And then we're doing Josh's roast there in May. So
perfect.
I think it's May 22nd. And Brianna Woodward is on it, who's a hilarious comic. We moved the date just so she could be on it.
Oh, awesome.
And our last show at House of Hatchets, this was when Mike McCarthy was headlining. And then it was Tyler Roderick's birthday that day. And nobody showed up for him. Nobody showed up for his birthday.
Sorry, Tyler.
So we all took him to Tiki Port after.
There you go.
But before that, more people showed up from a funeral. And came afterwards that showed up for Tyler's birthday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then afterwards we were at Tiki Port, rest in peace. And then
well, I mean, I think it's still there. It's just Andy's not there, and that I feel was the heart and soul of Tiki.
And Andy was it. Shout out to Andy, by the way. And then our friend Ari Shield fantastic comic from New York.
Yep.
Like he asked Andy, hey, do you have a birthday cake?
Yeah.
Or anything like that. He's like, oh, we got a decoration. That's what Andy said. And so he comes back.
He goes, I'll throw something together.
Yeah.
He definitely threw something a bit
Andy's
together.
the best.
So Andy took a banana. he took a banana with some grenadine and cherries, put it in a hot dog bun. And then put a candle in it and lit it for him.
That's what Tyler was talking about. He said, I'll bring the hot dog rolls and grenadine. I was going to let this happen because I needed to hear more about it before I repeated it.
It's hot dog bun, not rolls. How dare you get the pronouns wrong? I will cancel you, Tyler.
That is amazing. I love Andy so much. So many good memories leaving that place. It was like they were giving away, I don't even know what, when his last week was announced, when he officially announced it out loud.
It was like Bob Barker leaving The Price is Right.
It was insane. And I happened to be working a gig nearby. And so I went to go there, but I was like, oh, I'm not even going to get a spot to eat in there. And so I walk into the Chinese place that's directly next door. And it was full of all the people that were waiting to get in. It was like the waiting room to get to Tiki to say goodbye to Andy. It was wild.
Oh, that's great. That's VIP status.
It was hysterical. So I walk in there, and my daughter, who happened to be with us at the time, I'm like, we're just going to go in and say goodbye. It is a restaurant. You can walk in. And she was like, if this is how she thinks bars are, she's going to be very disappointed when she does, in fact, go to them in a few years. Because it was insane. It was like a casino. It was wild. So
I've had 4 generations of my family going to see Andy.
Hats off, Andy. We love you so much. He might even pop on this live because he's sometimes around this time of day anyway. Good morning, Liz. Thank you for joining us. And Tyler said, wow, you made it another year. Congratulations. Here you are.
Thank you. I deserve this. Congratulations.
What do you got going on tonight at the Red Nun? Similar to tomorrow, or
Josh, what do you got going on tonight at the
are you on?
I'm helping to run it. I might hop up there and you know, if that's what the people want.
Josh is on Tinder right now. That's why he's not paying attention.
Wherever he's
no, wait. It was a half a mask. So Grinder, he was on.
I'm just trolling AJ's profile.
Yeah, he just wants to know.
Tonight we got Cliff Guller hosting, and we got the amazing Pete Costello. He's gonna be headlining tonight. I love Pete. Yeah, everybody loves Pete.
Yeah,
Pete's huge and amazing. Everybody in Plymouth loves Pete. Cape Cod people just love Pete. He has the greatest wheeze laugh. Like,
I love that.
Like in between, if he does a joke that nobody's laughing at, he'll go.
Oh, like he's choking.
Yeah,
perfect.
And I look because he has the best facial expressions. And then like I tell some of the younger comics to just like watch his face. I'll like watch his face.
Well, yeah, because at least if you're bombing, your animated face and body might, well, like we were talking about earlier, Chris Farley, one of the most best physical comedians. When I said I had Loverboy stuck in my head and I couldn't get it out.
Everyone's watching.
And you immediately went to the Chippendale skit with him and Patrick Swayze.
Oh, I think the first thing I think of with that show, the second is Patrick Swayze, but the first one is Zoolander from 2001.
Oh, so good.
Like him in the coal mine, just rubbing sweat after being there for like 2 minutes.
So good.
Are we still talking about the Loverboy song or like the facial expressions?
All of the above. Farley being a physical comedian. Period.
That's I just have you seen Only Murderers in the Building yet?
Yes.
Steve Martin even though he's so much older, but he still looks the same as
he really does, honestly.
He's like starting to feel how he looks.
But still, just his physical comedy is still top tier. I mean, he is absolutely
Steve Martin and Martin Short. Like people were trashing Aquaman 2, but I love how Martin Short was in there for just 5 minutes, and it was oddly satisfying.
Is that what made you love Aquaman 2 so much? Because you were really on it the other day with like this Not
I
a popular
liked it.
opinion. Aquaman 2 is great.
I liked it. I thought it was a fun movie. Pretty much any movie that I see with my dad, I liked. And my dad's not gonna watch this. But then in the early 90s, my parents promised me that when there's an Aquaman movie that they'd go take me to see it because they were getting me comic books from there for 33 cents from Ocean State Job in Hyannis. And I said, "Oh yeah, when there's an Aquaman movie, we'll take you to go see it." So I'm in my 30s finally.
It's happening.
When Aquaman 1 comes out, and then so I separately take each parent off because of the divorce afterwards. So like I take my dad to go see Aquaman, and then like the 2 days later I take my mom to go see Aquaman.
You're still pulling divorce kid crap at 30. That's ridiculous.
He gets 2 Christmases.
So ridiculous, AJ. And nobody likes Aquaman 2 that much. Nobody. I mean, I love a good Jason Momoa, please. But
it wasn't. All I'm saying is it wasn't as bad as they say, at least for me anyway.
Okay.
It wasn't Morbius.
Oh, Morbius,
which I know is his favorite.
Morbius is a masterpiece of dance moves.
Maybe he's getting something that we don't know out of it. I don't know. Good morning, Amina. Hey, Danielle.
Dude, Morbius was so bad. It was good. I will say that. Oh no, I scrolled away and all the comments I had are now missing and gone forever.
RTB says it was awful. Aquaman, Lost Kingdom. Amber snuck something in there.
See, that's why everybody said it was terrible because Amber Heard was in it. I'm not gonna let like one poop wielding bed person like ruin my entire movie.
Listen, I can't talk about it. I had an incident fairly recently, and it's just not. I still can't talk about poop in bed.
Oh no! Wait! You can't bring that up.
I already talked about it on my show, though. We went to go see Nate Bargatze.
Oh, Nate Bargatze's great.
And we went to the show. We stayed in a hotel, and there was smear on our bed.
Oh, I thought
by
you were
the
gonna
feet.
Say you
No, absolutely not.
Because it's really only an Amber Heard moment if somebody does it to you or you do it to somebody.
It was done to us, both of us.
But I don't feel that the smear was out of spite, because if it was out of spite, it wouldn't be a smear.
It was traumatic. And we didn't find it until the morning after. It was traumatic.
Like, what happened to chocolate on the pillow?
Dude, how do we know it wasn't a Hershey's?
And by the way, after talking to the hotel, they only gave us half off.
That's when
wait, back up, Stephanie. How did it show up on the receipt? They're just like minus
half off. No, they just took it off.
Fresh poo.
I just can't. Clip the germaphobe and the poop smear. Thanks, Emily. My poor husband once again turned into Ace Ventura when we left there. And had like
what you were pushing yourself out of a rhino?
2-day long shower after the Lois Einhorn situation. What's up, Sandy? Thanks for joining us this morning. Couple of comedians in the house today. AJ Haypenny, Josh Adams, and they've got a show happening tomorrow night. It's the birth of AJ, the name day of AJ.
Name day of AJ.eventbrite.com. Go on there now. There's still early bird tickets.
Oh, definitely grab early bird tickets. And it's just such a great intimate venue at Knock to go see a comedy show. You're really up and close. And it's the lighting in there is good enough so that if you are in the crowd, you really can't see or be seen by the comedian.
Yeah, so
it's not too bad.
You won't be picked on.
Yeah,
not much.
Really not much. I don't really.
It's too close.
It's too close because like if a comedian says a thing awkward the rest of the show, but generally people stick to their material. Like unless you're interrupting the show, the comedians are just going to leave you alone.
Yeah. I've really enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to coming on Thursday. I'm off Cape on Thursday, but I'm going to be coming directly to your show, so I'm very excited about it.
Hell yeah! Got one more special guest that I'm not allowed to announce.
Oh,
yeah, I got one more special guest that I'm not allowed to announce. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to pay this person.
Oh yeah, we're not. Yeah,
yeah.
no.
They said I'll come as a surprise, but that's it.
All right, so hurry up and get your
ticket.
tickets now with that little Easter egg, that little nugget of information. You'd never know what you're going to get. Roll the dice on the mystery bag over here.
All I could say is this person may or may not have headlined there before. That's all I could say.
All right, very cool.
I heard it's Bill Burr.
Could you imagine?
My wife, she's such a pain in the ass. She's like, oh, Bill, you gotta calm down. It's brutal.
That's not bad.
Brutal.
That's not bad. What happened? There was a comedy show fairly recently, and you started to tell me about it, but you were like, "No, we're going in fresh."
Oh yes, Christine. So Josh and I, we did a couple shows for Christine Hurley. This was a couple Fridays ago, and then April, my partner on the show, she came to me and said, "Hey, one of the Wahlberg brothers wants to charge the stage and just be on the stage with Christine during the show." I told him no. I just wanted to hear from you. Like, yeah, absolutely not. And then so came back, and this guy also told April, "Hey, ask Christine if it's okay." And then we told Christine about it, and she said, "No, absolutely not."
All right.
And then so this is show number 1. We did a 7 p.m. show and we did a 9 p.m. show. So this guy was there since 3 p.m. just hanging out at the bar. And then I didn't recognize him at first, but then I said, oh my God, that's the guy from Wahlburgers. That's Arthur.
The other
Wahlberg.
brother.
He's the oldest one.
Oh.
so like the Hemsworth brothers have like that guy that was like in what's that show the third Hemsworth brother was in, the oldest one, Josh?
Oh,
Westworld.
Yes.
Yeah. So this guy was the Westworld Wahlberger.
Which, by the way, that Westworld brother is still very hot, like a Hemsworth.
He's
just
still
not
very
as
handsome,
beefy.
and Arthur Wahlberg's still a handsome guy. So this guy comes out. He's wearing the Groucho Marx glasses with the nose and the mustache, and he's wearing like an all sequin suit and a hat.
Ugh.
So he's standing by the spotlight because I was wondering why is the spotlight shaking, and then there's this guy standing by, and we're like,
so awkward.
Oh no. So Liam Hale.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Good morning, Dave and Mari.
So he's planning to charge the stage. So April asked Liam Hale, who's a big guy. He's 6'8", just like a big burly fella.
Yeah, that's the guy you want to watch the stage.
So he said, yeah, if he charges the stage, can you stop him? So he just stood in front of Arthur Wahlberg, and this other guy came around that was security for the VFW, and he said, "No, dude, you got to go."
The VFW.
And I said, we don't go on Wahlberg's. and just
That's just so weird.
And he's like, no. And then he ended up being escorted out through the bar exit, not even the front exit, through the bar exit.
It's so sad.
AJ was like, I'm the one doing stand-up, not you.
It's just like, hey, say hi to your mother for me.
But that's just really weird. Like, sat there for 4 hours at a VFW and got bounced. Like, that's the Wahlberger brother that you are. Like, that's sad.
And AJ had a real hard time, saying no to him because he is a Wahlberger and AJ is Asian. So.
I love they're just Wahlburgers now. They're not Wahlbergs.
Wahlberger.
They're Wahlburgers.
I'm just happy he didn't take a slug at me.
Well, this Groucho Marx, that would have just made for so much better of a story if he did try and get at you.
He's like, I'm going to turn you into duck soup. See?
Hey, you gotta respect him. At least he gave like a warning, like asked permission. Like, he didn't just rush the stage.
But he
like
didn't take the non-consent.
We're gonna do it anyway. It's like Israel with the rooftop bombs or the leaflets. Like we're gonna attack.
Ugh, that's a bomb.
Yeah, that's a bomb.
Wait, what? Josh is allowed to make these jokes.
Goodbye, Josh. Shout out to Gary
I
Peterson.
just need to throw that in there.
Oh man, my favorite person to say goodbye to.
Well, let's see. What did Ellen comment? Or I can't see it from here because it's not popping up on my feed.
I don't have my glasses.
I can't see it either.
Let's see. AJ said
Tyrannically wreck a first date. Oh, AJ, what would tyrannically wreck a first date?
A vagina.
Shut.
Sorry.
Dead to
All right, so I think we've defined our roles. Josh is a Jew and AJ is gay.
He's gay. Just like Ted Cruz.
Oh my God.
Very, very gay. His wife is ugly.
What's up, Ricky? Thanks for joining us. What would wreck a first date for you, AJ?
Let's see.
I want to go back to this though. Thank you, Seth.
See. I did a first date at I can't remember the rappers. It's just like, oh, my favorite rapper is Tom McDonald. I'm like, no.
What?
If your favorite rapper is Tom McDonald, you do not like rap.
No.
Because like I actually think Tom McDonald is a good rapper, but his raps are terrible. Because like I don't like alt right rappers or alt left rappers. I think it's all bad.
Okay. Defined. Thank you.
Yeah, like most of the music I listen to is non-political anyway, with the exception of like maybe like a Rage the Machine or something like that. But
That's just good. That's just good to get stuff out.
Yeah.
Like when you're angry, you put on more angry music to make you angrier, right? It's like you just do it.
Like pissed off in traffic
Yeah.
music.
Any song that starts out with like "I'm not racist," I was just like, I feel that you are.
This preface has never gone
Well, like if you're going out of your way, if you were accused of that'd be one thing. But if you're going out of your way to say that, just like I'm not a racist, I don't know you.
It's Wednesday the 13th, everybody. I think you just came into that scary space. We welcome you.
We came to the scary spice.
I love it. Well, you guys have like just all kinds of things in my brain this morning with your Game of Thrones banter back and forth with each other. And I don't even know how we landed upon that, but all of a sudden now we're in Aquaman and I can't get Jason Momoa out of my head. So thanks a lot for that. I appreciate it.
Oh, anytime.
I posted this morning a group of comedians and I asked the comedians who they felt was the funniest one in the class, in the group.
Oh, John Zink brought up he just commented, I can't be racist. I have a black friend.
You're right. Oh who knows these people? We all do. I hate it.
That's like when when like a white woman gets caught doing a racism. Like she'll go back on
Doing
Twitter.
the racism.
She'll go back on Twitter the next day. She's like, I'm not racist. I had a black boyfriend. I never introduced him to dad, but I can't be racist. Like,
Why do people feel the need to say these things? It's just that this makes it worse.
I mean, I personally can't be homophobic for making fun of AJ on stage because I let him jerk me off for the stage.
I was gonna say, I don't know what weird is happening over here, but
you're so gay.
To our LinkedIn friends, welcome and good morning. This is business.
It's a business transaction.
You can get your tickets for this comedy show right now, and you're definitely going to want to. They've got the birthday of AJ, the name day of AJ.
Name day of AJ.eventbrite.com.
Yes, exactly. What's up, Rick Sabetta? I'm not a racist. I hate everyone, he says.
Equal opportunity.
Now,
hate.
Perfect.
Now that guy is punk rock.
Yeah, right. Well, he's got no photo. He's just looking very pale in his.
Dude, well, like he seems pretty cool for a guy with no photo.
We like you, Rick.
Yeah, Rick. Shout out to Rick, because like a lot of people with like no profile picture just use that as an excuse to go on to say some messed up stuff.
Right. We're just hiding behind this profile.
They're just typing history of violence. Those people, and they're all over the Facebook town groups.
I saw so many dating things today, and that was one of the red flags of dating stuff. Was no profile photo. I feel like I would want to know more about the person with the no profile photo instead of the dude holding a fish or the dude. Like, what is the worst dating profile photos that you've seen out there?
When it's only group photos.
Which one are you?
Yeah, like even
Which one are you?
I said, like, I don't care if you're the biggest one on there.
I hope the hot one.
It's like
It's never the hot one.
It never is. But I would rather have like the worst picture of you just by yourself than a really good group photo.
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to tell me, that you have friends and you're the duff out of all of them?
Oh, sad.
Dude, like, this person's hypothetical and you're going, oh.
I know, because I know people like that, though. We all know that person.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, right.
I'm that person. What?
All right, you didn't give me your favorite comedian out of our class over here. Who do you think's the funniest?
Okay, so she's
just
got
the funniest.
She's got 9 comedians there. Out of all of them, clearly Carrot Top.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, just if you can't see this, Adam Sandler, Roseanne Barr, Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, Chris Rock, Jim Carrey, Whoopi Goldberg, Carrot Top.
First of all, if you've never seen Chairman of the Board, you're not a comedy fan. I'm kidding.
It's such a bad movie. It's so bad.
It is so good. Did you see its Rotten Tomatoes score? It got a 10 out of 100, but still.
That's pretty good. That's epic. It happened to be on. I was in New York fairly recently, and that was on in the background of like the TV, in the 4 channels that you're allowed to in the hotel or whatever. And Chairman of the Board was on it. I was like, I forgot how bad this was.
Dude, Norm Macdonald
was so bad.
was
I
ripping
know.
on that movie.
He was so funny, though.
He was like, Chairman of the Board. How is board spelled? They're like, wow, that was good.
That's
Norm.
actually a good impersonation. I thought that was pretty impressive.
Oh, thank you.
I was also impressed by one of your Roseanne bars today. I thought that was really good. Do you, either of you, when you're doing corporate shows, get people to ask you to do impersonations?
No, I don't think so. Josh does a lot of research, just going around asking questions. So like a lot of people that are taking smoke breaks, since he takes a lot of smoke breaks, he just chills with them and like, yeah, any info you want to tell me.
It's smart
before we go up. And
that's smart.
Well, I'll always find out who like the loudmouth is in the office.
You gotta
or the function, and I'll usually attack that person and make an example of them, and then usually everyone else will be well behaved.
Our corporates, Josh, Nestor, and I. Nobody's a better 3-man group at corporates than us.
That's awesome.
Because like Nestor will lightly play with the crowd. Josh will probably go more further into the crowd with people. And then I'll watch their sets and they're like, what else can I add to this? Like, what other tags can I
It's a totally different beast when you're doing situations like that. Sam Kennison was hysterical. I do agree.
Very much. And Josh and I are doing a corporate on Saturday. It's at Berlin, New Hampshire.
Okay.
So we had to get a hotel like two days ago. We got a really good price, so thank goodness. So we're gonna rip on these people for an hour. And then we're going to DJ for them for a couple hours. So we have to face and hang out with everybody afterwards.
Yeah. What is that like? That's kind of awkward.
Well, if they don't laugh at the jokes, it's going to reflect the music that we play.
Dude, it's going to be all Randy
like me,
Newman.
You're going to get Loverboyed.
No, just like the first song on is that like Khalees song. Like, I hate you so much right now.
Dude, it's just going to be Monster Mash 20 times in a row.
This is what you paid for. This is what you get. I love it. All right. So we've got your show coming up tomorrow. You're going to be at Red Nun tonight.
Red Nun tonight. Knockabout tomorrow.
Yeah. Definitely get tickets now for Knockabout.
Yeah.
Red Nun, you could just come and go as you please, but get your tickets for Knockabout. It's a more intimate setting. A lot of surprise guests tomorrow.
I'm going to drop it in the chat as well. So if you're like, I'll come back to this later and you're driving at this moment in time, we thank you very much for checking in with us.
I feel like Pete and Meg would also appreciate if we let you know that the beer there is really good too.
Yeah, it is. And I'm going to be there all weekend long. St. Patty's Day is happening this weekend. And we have a full list of events.
Yeah.
Activities.
Stephanie Smash.
Yep, definitely not, because I've got activities to do post. So I have to behave myself all day, which is a little difficult.
Tomorrow at the show, you're going to see Stephanie hammered, bro.
Absolutely not. I can't. I have to behave myself because I'm always doing something afterwards.
She's going to have a couple of the dunes of the Cape. And
they don't have that anymore. They do have a new one, the Cape Lager, which is pretty good. So
The Cape Lager is pretty good.
I went in there on Sunday and we brewed our ladies brew for the Pink Boot Society, and it is going to be Knockin' Boots. It'll be available next week, which I'm pumped for.
Knockin' Boots.
Yes, it is. It's absolutely awesome. I'm becoming a barfly. I'm pretty much out 7 nights a week. I am the fly. I'm always there. Hello, it's me. No, I do have the Falmouth scholarship gala to do on Saturday night, so I need to behave myself all day Saturday. But I will be running the show, like making sure everybody gets to where they need to go. We've got musicians, we've got games, we've got crafts, we've got people selling Irish soda bread. It's just going to be Irish dancers, bagpipes, you name it. It's Patty's weekend.
Yeah, just a bunch of Ed Sheerans running around.
100% of them.
Just the Irish dancing made me think of that the Steve Sweeney joke where he's like, even Irish dancing is just like pushing down your emotions.
Absolutely.
Pushing down your emotions, hands by your side. Just
the act out is great.
Those girls are so sweet. 2 of them are going to like internationally compete, which is pretty incredible.
Oh, that's sick.
I know, right? They're really good at pushing down their emotions, especially with the expensive, heavy hair that they have to wear on their head.
Dude, I still.
It's a wig.
It's a weave.
It is definitely a weave.
Just like I can see the roots.
Yeah, right. What's up, Michael? Thanks for joining us this morning. We had light conversation with these fools next to me, Josh and AJ. Definitely grab your tickets to go see them over at Knockabout. Lots of fun festivities going on there. If you want to know what is going on here with Lemonadio, we've got events all of the time. Events on cape.com is where you'll find our full list of stuff. I saw Amina on here. She's at Father's tonight. They've debuted all of their 41 beers on draft and also all of their St. Patty's Day attire, which you can buy and feel Irish because you're wearing green.
And then shout out to Aaron who's watching right now. Don't worry. Don't worry, Aaron. Stephanie will have you on the show sometime and we'll pair you up with Houghton. And it's gonna be great.
I want to know more about this.
Dude, Aaron's been with us for like what 5-6 years maybe, Josh. And she's definitely a glue that holds us together. She's pretty much our parent for
she really does. Comedy. Anytime I see her, I feel like she's always babysitting one of you for something.
Yep, she's at least babysitting one of us.
One of us.
Yeah,
one of us. One specific person who she's a nanny during the day and also at night. Apparently.
A tribe of comedians you're now nannying for at night. You're always nannying. Poor Aaron.
because like now Pete includes Aaron in meetings because they're like, yeah, because you're gonna be babysitting one of these guys.
Absolutely. So. Oh, you're good, Rick. Aaron Go Bra. Absolutely. We appreciate you, Miss Aaron.
Yeah. Shout out to Aaron. And then Rick's a good guy. Yeah, I believe you, Rick.
They're the worst, and they're worse than the 4-year-old I nanny for. So says Aaron.
That's valid. I can't hate on that.
I absolutely love you guys. When I'm not in charge of you, I would be fine with that. That's a whole. You signed up for that, Aaron. I don't know why.
she keeps showing up, so
right. So keep her.
It's on you.
Well, you were always welcome at this table, Aaron.
But we found her more help at the ticketed shows. Kayla, who's been working with us, who's also a photographer. She helps with the door as well, and a great addition to the team. Just starting out with us, but the team is growing. We're putting on more and more shows. Knockabout is I would consider our flagship at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And then just branching out, doing other stuff. It's to the point where like I don't necessarily try to go out of my way to book new rooms, but if people hit me up, I'll listen out because our team is still small. It's mighty but small. And then like if some of my partners like other shows like, hey, this person hit me up, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, let's go meet them. So we're meeting someone else in the Marshfield area today. And this is before I celebrate my birthday the day before. So we might be doing some stuff at some country clubs on the South Shores that I'm excited about.
Well, I like that. My team is small but mighty.
Yeah.
Dorian says she's wiped less drool off of a 4-year-old's lip than some of the comedians. And Jessica says, haha.
Yeah, some of those comedians stop drinking, so that's
Oh, yeah,
so
what is
that's a
that
start.
like?
Oh, what like?
When the funny comedian decides to be sober now,
Um, so sometimes their sets get better. I would say
right?
I'd say most of the time that their sets get better because like
Like, "Oh, you're focused now? Great. Welcome to the party."
I've never met a comedian. Correct me if I'm wrong, Josh. I haven't met a comedian that's way better drunk on stage than not drunk.
Yeah. Well, that's that fine line.
Yeah. Generally I don't recommend smoking or drinking before a show. I mean, at least for me anyway, it doesn't really work out, but for others, they could
You can
smoke and then
imbibe
they'll
all
be
you want.
fine. And it's just like, no, I need to smoke. And I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna smoke or drink until like after my set. Because every comedian's different. At least for me, I just need to be 100% focused when I'm on stage.
Yeah.
I smoke a lot just to kind of even the playing field for
It-
everybody else.
Oh yeah, sure. Because you're so good.
Oh my God.
Josh comes to me a couple weeks ago. He said, "I didn't bomb a whole last year." I'm just like, that is BS. Like first of all, you don't either you're delusional or you don't do enough comedy. Didn't bomb once.
I think I was pretty consistent last year.
Consistent, sure, but like you can say like you never bomb. That's
I didn't say
BS.
never. I didn't say never.
No,
But
that
I
happens.
I
That
had a
goes with the
I had a
territory.
pretty good streak going.
Yeah. Well,
Not
you're
that I've
also
ever put
Josh.
myself
You're
out
also
there.
talking about corporates. And like we generally don't bomb at corporates. Like they love us.
Yeah, but we don't. You talk to most other comedians about doing corporates, they're like, they pay good, but I hate them.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like that is like the scope of things. I love them in the entertainment space of trivia nights or playing music at them. That's just a nice, easy gig. But for you guys, it's very different because I feel like comedy is so personal and comedy is also like you're dredging up all of like your pain, your issues, your stuff. It's almost cathartic. So when you're doing it in a corporate setting, it's got to be very specific. But
Oh
I mean, if
sure.
you guys have a line on what you think works and for every room, then it works for you. You've developed a program. That's different.
As long as we're in person, like the show is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Like Zoom, not our expertise,
Who,
nor should it be
who
anybody.
killed at Zoom comedy? Anyone?
It was
That's so awkward.
the people that killed at Zoom comedy are still doing Zoom comedy, and they
Oh,
only do Zoom comedy. But I tell them all,
shut-ins.
dude, you got to do stuff in real life too. In fact, you should be doing more real life stuff, significantly more real life stuff than Zoom comedy. Like I was still doing Zoom comedy up until like maybe December, and that was maybe like once or twice a month on a Sunday, just so I could get some new material in. But then like I stopped doing it recently. That way, like Sundays I can either write or do mics, etc. Because being in real life, it's harder in most cases, but so much easier and so much personable if you're out there.
Well, that's a good conversation to have with everyone that is watching that is not in the line of comedy. The jokes that you do tell on stage have been practiced and rehearsed 1 million times before you've done them. Or maybe you're like, this is new. I'm going to let this fly, but you've had it in your brain for so long, right?
You have it in your brain and you just need to express it out. If it's funny to you, it can be told in a way that's funny to everybody else. But we just need to practice and find that.
Do you ever help the people that you're working with that like maybe you should do this or this would be funnier if this?
Absolutely.
Situationally.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, if it's someone I don't know, I
Keep it to
generally
myself. They didn't ask me.
Exactly. Because like I don't know this person. I don't know if they'll like take this advice as a personal attack.
Not everybody loves constructive criticism. Not everyone.
And if you've been doing comedy less time than another person, like don't try to give them advice at all.
You could tag up a bit. It like because
a tag maybe.
Yeah, a tag maybe, because if I'm telling a joke that has a premise that somebody hasn't thought about and then they see it from a different angle, then it does give you a different perspective of what you're saying that could kind of add
Mhm.
to the bit. More time on a bit is fine, or a tag here and there that gets you an extra laugh.
But
That's fine, but, like-
don't tell people, oh, you should do your whole set like a completely different way, because that's
Has
not
that ever
helping
worked
anyone.
in the history of humans with saying you should do it this way? No.
No, and that's 100% time never works.
Yeah, but have you thought of this angle? That's a easier way to come at somebody. I don't know. I feel like it's always in the delivery, period. How you talk to people, period.
Oh, sure. Well, like tags are one thing. If I know somebody pretty well, and I know they're receptive to it, like those are the people that I can help. Those are the people that I can coach. But like if I tell somebody one thing and they take it as a personal attack, or they're like, no, this is you, blah blah blah, I never try to help them again.
Yeah,
Well-
there's a lot of egos in the room.
You have to be though. You have to have a certain okayness with being out in front of a group of people,
Yes, you have to have a certain
being
kind
the
of
focal
okayness.
point. What?
But if you don't take constructive criticism, I'm not gonna waste my time on you, and I'm not gonna help you at all, because there are other people that want help, need help, and will take both. Because it's like in the book, River runs through it. Like the people that need help like
Brad
won't
Pitt.
take it, and vice versa.
It's very true. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I can't deal. It's very difficult to deal with people that are. I've got this all on my own, and you're watching them flail.
Yeah. I said, okay,
It
good luck.
hurts. I know it
You
stinks.
clearly know what you're doing.
You guys are really a supportive group of comedians. I feel like not everybody is like as tight knit as you are
Yeah.
with each other, and you're super supportive. And I think that that's why you get national gigs. That's why you get people that will pop in and do a show like you're going to have tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that I've met through the years, through festivals, or just doing a random show in the Midwest.
What is middle America like?
It's fascinating. It is fascinating. There is a queer section of every major town,
Yeah.
and it's great. Columbus, Ohio, the most amount of gay clubs I've ever seen in one.
Seriously?
Yep, seriously. And it has one of the last 2 lesbian bars like in the country. Is in Columbus, Ohio.
Really?
Yep.
That doesn't sound right.
Why not, Josh?
One of the last lesbian bars?
Yes.
There's not more lesbian bars opening up?
No.
No.
Oh, there was one that fairly recently opened up that was a lesbian sports bar. And that's something that hasn't been happening.
Right.
So that was like made the news this week or last week.
It's all women that look like me.
That's rude. They have far less hair than you.
I'm being nice.
Oh my gosh. I did not know that. I've got our friend Dan Chase who sometimes pops on the live, and he's middle America. He moved from the Cape to middle America with his girlfriend, and they do a horror podcast. But I always ask him what's
Ooh.
going on in middle America. I know nothing about it. Tell me more. I took the train through it, but I've never really spent any time in it. I went to Chicago for 48 hours. Like that's the most Midwest I've been. And that's not real Midwest. It's just a little bit more west.
Midwest. I was in Pittsburgh. I was just like, no, that's not Midwest.
No.
enough.
No, it's going to be like corn, middle America, like right in the middle.
I mean, I've driven through.
Right? Like, what is there in there to stop at? I'm just curious if
You
anybody's out there
gotta-
in there.
You got to perform in Iowa in a cornfield where they filmed Field of Dreams, and then you can say that you really.
That was
lived it.
probably the highlight of the Oscars was John Mulaney, sober.
John Mulaney.
John Mulaney, sober.
That's a sober name, by the way.
Right, yeah.
John Mulaney.
I'm John Mulaney.
John Mulaney, fully sober before he is given the
I'm no longer
nominations.
doing drugs.
Yeah, right. He gave the entire plot of Field of Dreams before he gave out the award, and it was hysterical. It brought down the house. It was very, very funny.
Like when he does the whole ending scene of The Fugitive.
Yes, it was very similar to this, but it was the plot of Field of Dreams, and I really enjoyed it. Go watch it, find it. I'm sure it's in a clip somewhere. Probably the highlight of me. It wasn't John Cena's envelope. It was this. So,
Field of Dreams is the best dad movie that has ever existed.
all right. Thank you,
It
Dorian.
was one of my dad's favorite movies when I was a kid.
The only time I watched baseball within the past like 2-3 years is when Kevin Costner was promoting the Field of Dreams game between the White Sox and the Yankees, and all the players were coming out of a cornfield and just playing baseball like on a cornfield.
Wait, he's lost his mind, right? That's why we no longer have whatever show he was on.
I love Kevin Costner. I thought Yellowstone was a great show.
It was so good.
But he doesn't want to do it anymore. Yellowstone is like the empire for white people. Right?
I don't know if that is that he doesn't want to do it anymore, or he was inappropriate with a staff member.
Project after, wasn't he? Didn't he sign on to do? He has something else coming out. Right
there was some situation where he was inappropriate. He broke a morality clause, got divorced. That whole thing. They basically said you can't be on the show anymore.
Morality clause,
right?
Like him getting divorced is a morality.
No, he was like hanging out with a TA. Like there was something inappropriate on set.
Oh,
there was a scandal.
Oh, he was going touchy.
Yeah, yes. Too much time with the TAs in there. Yes. There was some situation that happened on set, and that's what the dust up thing was. And then ended.
Oh, you said TA? I thought you said TNA. No, Kevin.
Wrong.
Don't do it.
And I know. And I'm like, damn it, I really liked him and that show. Why is everybody gonna ruin it with touchy? Keep your hands to yourself.
Kevin Spacey all over.
God. Oh, that's a whole nother level.
First of all, he was acquitted, so that means not guilty, right?
Yeah, but it's still, we still got screwed out of better seasons of fucking.
Oh, so ruined. I know, so
Dude,
ruined.
I still watch House of Cards, and I only think about the thing maybe like half the time I watch it.
Guys, we are living House of Cards right now. Anyway. Plug your shows one more time and we got to get out of here. This is why we can't have nice things is right, Aaron. And Dorian said Indiana is green, but mostly racist. So maybe that's why I don't go to Middle America.
Is green, but not racist. That's what Dorian said.
But racist.
Definitely racist. It's basically the same.
But racist.
It's the same. They just call soda pop. That's the only difference.
First of all, we drive in Priuses, but if there's any Filipinos in those Priuses, we out. Come to Knockabout tomorrow. It's my birthday show. We got the hilarious Annie Powell coming down. This is her first time at Knockabout, and we're very excited for it. And we got Matt Devlin hosting. We got Boston Comedy Club's Caroline Moore. She's going to be on the show as well. And we got Lloyd Legacy Sharp, who's absolutely a sweetheart and staying at Josh's house for the next 2 days. So thank you so much, Josh. I really do appreciate it. Josh is on that show. Houghton's on the show. You're going to love it. And we got one other special guest that I'm not allowed to announce.
Okay.
It's ajnameday.eventbrite.com. Again, that is ajnameday.eventbrite.com. Early bird tickets are available now. There's 20 or so tickets. 20 as of now. There's 20 tickets available left. Scoop them up so you don't have to pay the door price. So you can just pay the online price. Stephanie's going to be there. She's going to be hammered. She's gonna
Cliff, come get me.
Hammered. Cliff, you should also go too. You're gonna.
Yeah, he's gonna join us after his gig, so I'm excited for it. It'll be fun.
Cliff, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be huge.
You're gonna love it.
Everybody's gonna be there. Shout out to Kyle Lynch who just got onto the line.
Oh, Kyle, we're about to leave, but I'm glad that you made a moment to say hi. Throw him a bar before you leave if you need to. I'll wait for it.
Throw him a bar. Like what should we say about Kyle before we log off, Josh?
What can we say about Kyle that we haven't already said? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Sorry.
Bye. Have a great day, everyone.
Good night.
See ya.
Bye.
Have you not slept yet?
I slept 5 hours. So God. I got a good 5 hours in.
Gross. Awful. We'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.